now is a very busy time for the security department and staff. And our goal, again, is to just keep teaching and learning the main thing and to have that fortress of support for safety and security in the background.
As Medford School District welcomes back their students today, the security team has spent all summer improving schools.
And SLU responds to its low enrollment numbers and what could be causing it.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. on this morning, on your Monday morning. Welcome to NewsWatch 12. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. Let's take a look at our current temperatures right now. It was a pretty chilly morning compared to what we've been seeing last week. So it's 55 along the coast. Again, mid 50s in the Rogue Valley. We're seeing mid 40s in Siskiyou County, and we're even seeing 30s in Lakeview. And we are going to have a really nice day. So this morning, if you head to the bus stop, you're going to want a jacket. But as we get into later this afternoon, it's going to be really warm for any of those kids who are out there doing outdoor sports, hitting football practice. It's going to be a great day to be drinking that water.
It's definitely a beautiful day. I wish we would have seen these yesterday or over the weekend, some of the 90-degree temperatures. But hey, if you had a long day at school today, definitely head out to the pool. And let's go ahead and take a look at tonight. I know we're seeing some cooler temperatures, so definitely don't need to run that AC this morning. You're going to be able to sleep with the window open or go take a nice walk. It's National Dog Day. You can get out this evening, take your dog out, or go on a nice evening walk. I know Lithia playfields definitely have a nice stretch of areas you could take a walk this evening. And we're also going to take a look at that bus stop for the coast. For those kids heading out to school this morning, definitely want to wear a light jacket. It's going to be in the 50s, definitely cloudy, so you might feel some of those cooler temps as you're heading out, but it's not going to increase that much. We're looking at 60s as you head home today. It's going to be nice, bright and warm, so definitely grab that jacket.
And as you're heading to and from work or to and from school, let's take a look at our traffic alert, because if you take Avenue G, you're going to want to pay attention because there is going to be construction starting today that could affect your commute. Highway 140 will be closed in between parts of milepost 1 and 2 as crews will be putting in a utility installation. So while the section is closed, cars can use Kirtland Road to Highway 62 to get around this closure. The closure is expected to last until September 9th, but it's not going to affect any commutes to and from Klamath Falls.
And right now, as we've mentioned all morning, school is starting today for the Medford School District. And joining us live from Medford is NewsWatch 12's Luke Doughton to talk a little bit more about school safety. And as you know, drivers are out on the road this morning, how can we keep those kids safe?
Damian Brinkley, well, you're going to want to go slower than the guy that just passed me once we get into those school hours today. Again, for Medford schools, you're starting in just under 2 hours, around 7:55. I'm out in front of Washington Elementary right now. I just want to break a couple things down. You're going to be seeing two main signs throughout Southern Oregon if you're driving in a school zone. So let's take a look at those real quick. The first one, they're going to look very similar. Both are going to have flashing yellow lights, but one will have a time at the bottom showing when that speed limit is set. The other will say when children are present. And so when children are present, you're probably going to see someone wearing one of these orange vests that I have on right now. That is a good sign that you're going to have to slow down. And again, when you see the sign that says when children are present, slow down, it's not going to be right next to the school. You'll see someone with this yellow vest probably having one of those flags too that say stop at a crosswalk, like the one right behind me. And so just we'll look for indicators like that. Hey, there's kids nearby. They have to walk on the side of the road because there's not a sidewalk. Those are always good signs that you're going to have to slow down. If you don't see any of those traffic signs that say 20 miles per hour, we're in a school zone right now. Live in Medford, Luke Doughton, NewsWatch 12.
Thanks, Luke. And as you're taking safety very seriously, looking out for kids who are at school, the Medford School District has a security staff that works all 12 months. So while students and staff have been on summer vacation enjoying their time, security has been working harder than ever. Now this year, Hedrick Middle School has a new 6-foot fence to define their school boundary. This is just one extra layer to the school security. And security looks different at each school. See where upgrades need to happen, and then security is going to prioritize where funding can go for these upgrades.
We're constantly looking at, what can we do to improve it? What can we do to instill confidence in our community that we are addressing these needs and we're keeping students and staff safe. And and doing everything we can to the fullest extent possible.
For a decade, the school's district has been working to upgrade these fences on campuses properly. Another program has been creating vestibules at elementary schools, and that's creating a single entry point so that if someone wants to enter the school, the office has to let them through. Some of the upgrades don't even need to be expensive.
We're doing a lot of training in the schools on positive culture and climate and reunification and behavioral threat assessments. New Marshall teams are doing comprehensive security assessments that we use to help prioritize what work needs to happen and when and what's most urgent.
Now, Havanir told me that there is a plethora of security initiatives underway right now. The security team gets everything up to speed to welcome students and teachers back today. And all of those safety are in place today and ready for the school year.
And we're also following some of the Central Point School District safety changes, and Crater High School starts their first day of school next week. But I chatted with Crater High Principal Scott Dipple regarding their safety training.
You know, we train staff every year, a couple times actually during the year. Students do drills, we do in-class presentations for all aspects of school safety. I think if we can prepare students, but also kind of keep it out of their the anxiety around those things, let them feel safe and secure to learn. And I think we have some great systems in place. We have some great security staff who are there interacting with students and making them comfortable. Obviously, no one wants really even to think about those possibilities, those tragedies. But I think preparing students and staff and communication and, addressing questions where staff or students may have questions. Okay, what do we do in this case? Or what do we do in this case? Practicing some of those scenarios is crucial. The more that we can prepare, the better students are going to feel and our family and community are going to feel.
Now this morning, Ashland School District is delaying the start of its school year. High schoolers were supposed to start this morning, but they're now starting tomorrow. The district says the delay is due to moving into new classrooms for the fall. The district says it's to ensure that students have the best year possible, and their staff need an extra day to prepare classrooms and welcome students back. I'm sure there are no high schoolers complaining about that one.
And here's another schedule change. The Lake County School District is transitioning to a 4-day school week. That sounds pretty nice. The district says the move aims to reduce operational costs, improve student focus, and enhance overall educational experience. Students will attend school Monday through Thursday, and if there's a Monday holiday such as Labor Day, then school will be held on Friday instead of that Monday.
And as we see many students head off to school this morning, many colleges across the country are seeing lower enrollment numbers. Now, those schools say an overhaul with the financial aid application process, known as FAFSA, caused major problems this year. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona is assuring parents and students that the problem will be fixed. People can start applying for federal financial aid by December 1st for the 2025-2026 school year. About 75% of nearly 400 private colleges and universities recently responded to a survey that said that FAFSA issues changed the makeup of this year's freshman class. Not only are classes smaller, but the survey found that classes are less diverse than in years past.
And the FAFSA has been taking a hit with Southern Oregon University's enrollment, as that is how colleges connect with students. Yeah,
NewsWatch 12's Carlos Morita spoke to SOU if there are any concerns when it comes to enrollment.
And would you say that FAFSA process has been the biggest barrier when it comes to new applications, or is there anything else in the way when it comes to those financials?
That is absolutely the largest impact that we've had.
Ever since the pandemic, enrollment at SOU has taken a hit. Overall enrollment numbers have dropped from over 6,000 students to 5,300, as the FAFSA is critical for students to use when applying to college.
So we've looked at the numbers, and at SOU, 18% of our traditional enrollment comes from that federal financial aid application only.
This year alone, SOU has multiple challenges with the FAFSA, as it doesn't only help students financially, but it oftentimes the first way a university learns about a student's interest in college.
Especially looking at students who might be first generation, students who don't have necessarily the resources to have help in navigating how to actually submit that application. That has had a very substantial impact on us.
SOU also struggles to get funding from the state, which is the reason why the university is raising tuition prices by over 4% this semester. Even with the FAFSA and funding woes, Shillem says improvements with community partnerships and legislators are key, and SOU is bouncing back when it comes to admissions.
We have a very strong relationship with Rogue Community College, and in fact, we've launched into a new a revitalization of our partnership so that students will be able to have dual enrollment.
SOU encourages students who struggle financially to contact the financial aid office and help navigate paying for school. But Shillem says it's important to recognize that rising tuition does impact the student's decision on where to attend school. In Ashland, Carlos Murrieta, NewsWatch 12.
For parents in the Phoenix Talent School District having some trouble affording the back-to-school essentials, the district will be giving away a resource day tomorrow. Now, Access is a partner for the Community Care Center, and the help that they provide is healthy snacks for kiddos. And they'll also help provide families with other basic essentials like soap, clothing, and diapers.
The idea that it's someplace visible, that it's someplace within walking paths that somebody might be walking to and from, picking up kids at school or doing summer meal program, that is really going to help our success in making it something that's really truly accessible.
Now, that event will take place from 9 to 11 a.m. on Tuesday. The community center is located right next to Phoenix High School, and anyone is welcome to pick up supplies for their families.
And only on 12 this morning, NewsWatch 12's Wake Up and Win is back. So as you get the kiddos ready, make sure to stay tuned for the 6:45 to 7 a.m. little gap there. We'll show you a code word. You can enter that on our website. And as you're getting kids out to the first day of school, you might even win 4 free tickets to the Seven Feathers Fall Classic Rodeo.
And right now we're taking a beautiful look at Phoenix this morning. You can see I-5, no traffic. This view brought to you by the Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. It's currently 6:11 as you wake up on your Monday morning with NewsWatch 12 this morning.